Avalski Torania, Avala Tower, is a telecommunications and observation tower outside of Beograd, Serbia. The Avala Tower rises 204 meters on Mount Avala in Beograd. The original Avala was finished in 1965, but was destroyed on 23 April 1999 during NATO bombing of Yugoslavia. The current tower's reconstruction began on 21 December 2006, and Avala was officially opened on 21 April 2010. Avala is currently the tallest tower in the Balkans. Construction started originally in 1961. Completed in 1965, Avala was rebuilt again between 2006 and 2009. The antenna spire soars 204 meters. There are 38 floors and 2 elevators. And now, the history of Avala. The tower was designed by architects Uglesha Bugonovic and Slobodan Janjic and engineered by Milan Kristic. Construction started 14 October 1961 and was completed after 4 years in 1965. The tower weighed 4,000 metric tons. Situated between 102 meters and 135 meters, there was an enclosed observation deck, which you would enter at 122 meters using 2 express elevators. Avala was the world's only tower to be an equilateral triangle in cross-section, and one of very few towers not embedded directly into the ground, but standing on its own 3 legs. The legs formed a tripod, the symbol of the Serbian 3-legged chair, the Tronojat. It is one of a small number of towers to be constructed in this manner. The tower was topped by an antenna, used at first for black and white television. In 1971, the antenna was upgraded for color. Beograd's second program in color began on 31 December 1971. Avala also transmitted the first digital terrestrial television in Serbia. This high-risk project was finished without injuries or deaths, unusual for a project of its size. After completion, at 202 meters in height, it was the 5th tallest self-supporting construction in the world, after the Empire State Building, La Tour Eiffel, the Chrysler Building, and the Grand Dixons Dam. Let's discuss Avala's own death and rebirth. Avala was bombed and destroyed on 29 April 1999 by NATO. Before that, its power station was destroyed, but a senior military officer installed a backup generator. The intent of the bombing was to put Radio Television Serbia, RTS, permanently off the air for the duration of the war. However, RTS was relayed on a network of local television stations throughout Serbia. The Avala Tower was a symbol of pride and a famous landmark, not only of Beograd and Serbia, but even of the former Yugoslavia. The tower was one of the last buildings to be destroyed before the end of NATO operations. NATO used a special bomb, and its concussion was said to be one of the loudest explosions heard throughout Beograd during the entire NATO bombardment. In 2004, Radio Television Serbia started fundraising events to construct the building once again at the same place it was destroyed. Clearing of the site where the tower was destroyed began in 2005, and on 21 December 2006, the construction of a new Avala Tower commenced. A construction agreement was signed between Dusan Basara, a director of the Ratko Mitrovic Construction Company, and the general director of RTS, Aleksandar Tijanic. Many fundraising events were held, so a new tower could be constructed. One of the first was a match between Serbian Grand Slam winning tennis players Ana Ivanovic and Novak Djokovic. All the proceeds went to the Avala Tower Fund. Teta Rajanatovic, a Serbian folk singer, held a concert on 15 June 2006, with all the proceeds going to the Avala Tower Fund. Radio Television Serbia ran commercials for donations to rebuild the tower. According to a December 2006 report, when it was announced that the construction of a new Avala Tower would commence that same month, over €1 million had been collected from fundraisers and private donations. Completion was due on August 2008, but construction was delayed until 29 April 2009, the 10th anniversary of its destruction. Radio Television Serbia reported on 23 October 2009 that the tower was complete. The rebuilt tower was opened on 21 April 2010, measuring 204 meters, or 2 meters higher than the old Avala. Materials consumed included 5,880 metric tons of concrete and 500 metric tons of reinforcement bars. In 2006, the tower had 137,000 visitors. On June 2017, the tourist complex was opened at the base of the tower, including a restaurant, an ethno-gallery, a souvenir shop, sports fields, and an outdoor gym. By August 2017, there were 105 cement palm prints of people who helped the reconstruction, including those of tennis players Novak Djokovic and Ana Ivanovic. Also, a new elevator was put in service for parents with children and the disabled.